Welcome back to 2K TV. Bill Simmons, the sports guy. Now, the sports guy is your nickname, but if you were a player, what would you have as your nickname?
Washed up.
Washed up,
Yeah.
that's it?
Yeah. I quit pickup like 5 years ago.
I'm gonna end it right now.
He's going to end it.
And getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. And that shot should leave no doubt as to where we are tonight. It's the Toyota Center here in downtown Houston, Texas. Welcome, everyone, to Noche NBA. A Latin theme is the backdrop to tonight's festivities. This is Kevin Harlan. We've got Chris Webber and Greg Anthony with us. And from the sideline, we'll be hearing from David Aldridge. And we've got a moment to look at the rebounding trend over the last few months for him.
In the last few months, the rebounding has sort of taken a bit of a dive for him. And a lot of factors could be the cause, but it's a trend that coach would probably like to see him reverse.
And as things get ready to roll, let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's on the sideline. David?
Well, we all saw the media frenzy that surrounded Anthony Davis when his plans to leave New Orleans emerged. He said, the things I do in the community, being a good teammate, playing hard, championships, all that stuff matters the most to me. Between money or legacy, my legacy will win that battle every time. Kevin?
Winning a big part of it, David. Thank you. And tonight, two experienced teams, Chris. We're going to see what's something you learned as a veteran that you wish you had known as you were just entering the NBA.
It's one thing that you could not have learned, and that's pacing. How to pace yourself during the game. As a rookie, you're playing, coming from college, and the game is so slow in college. And when you come to the NBA, you figure, wait a minute, this 24-second shot clock, that's not much, but you realize after about 4 times up and down the court, wait a minute, how do I figure this out? How do I switch gears? How do I lock in and play defense and then run my butt off to the other end as fast as I can to get an easy layup? And a lot of those things is not about being in shape, but the mentality and understanding how to take advantage of the next play.
Yeah, I like that. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. LeBron and Green make up the backcourt. Anthony Davis is out there with JaVale McGee. And it's Caldwell Pope in at the 3. And for Houston, Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. P.J. Tucker is out there with Robert Covington. And it's House in at the small forward. And here are the Rockets now. After the missed 3 from Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, just 5 on the clock. And the basket by Harden.
He's so dangerous from out there. Harden can beat you off the catch, beat you off the bounce, beat you in transition, beat you when you sleep, beat you when you wake. He can beat you.
Now here's Green. Now here's James. Here's Davis. Rebounded by Covington.
That works just like they drew it up until the part where he short arms the layup.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Here's Green. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. McGee trying to break free. Here's Davis, and they convert it last on attempt number 3.
Just so resourceful as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways, and that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket.
Harden, no good.
Nothing less than that kind of defense will cut it against him. That's just great work inside.
The shot's good from LeBron.
I love the way James moves in transition. He's relentless and determined.
Pass to House. Harden against Green. Outside, Covington. The kick out to Westbrook. There's the triple. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Whether he's attacking the basket or squaring up from long range, Westbrook is always dangerous.
Now here's Green. Outside, Davis. That one's a miss. His third shot of the game. He's made one of them. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. 4-point game. Last time they met was in Los Angeles. It's getting late in the season. Let's see how the standings are out west. You take a look at Los Angeles. They've continued to play strong basketball, not utterly dominant as the last part of the season grinds toward the playoffs. And it looks like, guys, they'll hold on to that #1 spot the whole way there. And checking out Houston, and they're down 4 spots from them.
And you know, Houston, they've stayed right there, just in sniffing distance of the conference leaders. That's a solid accomplishment at this stage of the season.
Well, it's possible we haven't seen them at their best yet. They've shown they can play with any team in the league. Now they need to do it every night, not just some nights.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Harden surveying the D. Right side, Westbrook. Doesn't go for it. And the Lakers take it the other way. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played. And finished off by LeBron.
James is just remarkable, showing no remorse when he's attacking the rim.
Westbrook with it. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against the Lakers.
And that didn't come at the cost of his defense. In fact, I think it fed his defense. He had 4 steals in that game.
And here's Harden for 3. Green with the rebound.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And sometimes I feel like people don't truly appreciate the greatness of what James Harden does. He's one of the toughest guys to check on the fast break. He has one of the best Euro steps in the game, the best footwork in the game. He'll hit you in the head for deep. You can't check him without fouling him. The precision of his movements, the ease in which he scores. Come on, man.
And Houston calls their first time out of the game. As you said, C. Webb, what Harden has been doing the last few years is truly remarkable.
Yeah, Kevin, and it's funny because when you are achieving greatness and critics try to diminish what you're doing, it's just funny to me. Harden is one of the great guards of all time, no matter how you slice it.
And we get a moment to check out the team's scoring leaders. In second, the Rockets.
And how about the year they've had offensively? This is a team that can put points on the board in a hurry. Always fun to watch them play.
Tries a 3 off the inbound. Buries the long-range jumper. Harden's got 8 points.
And terrific floor awareness. I mean, it's obvious Covington has a great feel for when his teammates are wide open.
LeBron passes to Davis. LeBron against Westbrook. Caldwell Pope on the wing. And a miss there on the triple. Rockets leading by 3. Three-pointer. Drills the three-pointer. And 11 points for James Harden.
And Harden's pull-up jumper is just ridiculous. So quick, so lethal.
And here is LeBron. 29 points for him last game against Houston.
And not only that, I mean, if you think about it, he dominated the boards. His energy was incredible. He never stopped working.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Harden's shot is good.
And he's putting the hammer down. Dominant quarter for him, trying to push out that lead.
Lakers trail by 8. Pass to LeBron. Looking to end the run. Los Angeles with another miss.
Oh, the defense with no impact at all. Just didn't have the feel for his jump shot.
Unloads from 13. And James pulls it down. LA's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Outside, Davis. Takes a 3. And the rebound goes to the Rockets.
He's disappeared this quarter. He can't get anything to drop. That's not going to help him get out of the hole.
Westbrook, no good. And so James will bring it up for the Lakers. Trailing here by 8. That's tipped. Caldwell Pope kicks to Green. Harden with it. Now Green defending. It's Harden with the drive. And Harden with the stop.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Yeah, you got to be careful. It's still early. They've expended a lot of energy, but they've also built a nice cushion here.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Chris, when it comes to playing alongside another big guy, I'm sure you have to think of ways to complement each other. Not just him, but it's got to be a two-way street.
Yeah, but it starts with chemistry. It starts with friendship. It starts with wanting to win. And I played with two big guys that come to mind that made me better. Juwan Howard there and Washington, just looking at him, throwing an oop. I would miss 2-3 shots in a row, and we'd look, and he'd say, I'll get you an easy one, big fella. And I would do the same thing to him. We're playing with a guy like Vlade that would say, hey, wait a minute, Bibby or Peja didn't get a shot. Set a screen for them, and he would pass it to them, and then the next play say, now it's your turn. You're open, because they're going to go over there to those guys. We already tricked the defense ahead. So guys that are smart, guys that could pass, and also guys that will say, hey, man, you look a little tired. Let's switch. I'll check Shaq this play.
Quick break in the action. Here's some numbers for LeBron James. Putting up about 25 points per game, 10 assists, and 8 rebounds. And the phrase stats don't lie absolutely applies here. He's been a monster on the court for this team.
He's oozing with confidence. I mean, and it shows. Every time he steps on the floor, he expects to dominate.
The Lakers making a switch here. Howard's checked in. On defense, the Rockets, 10-point lead. Caldwell Pope outside. Six on the shot clock. To stop the drought. They get it back. Davis dishes to James. That's in there. Davis with the assist. LeBron's got his third bucket of the night.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Here's Westbrook. And the rejection by James.
James is just a sensational shot blocker. You better check your rear view mirror. He's relentless.
I mean, you know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
Lakers shooting their first free throws here for the night. No good on the free throw.
And Caldwell Pope is a guy you cannot leave open at any time. He's just a very good shooter from any spot on the floor.
And the second free throw, good. Now Westbrook, averaging around 27.5 points a game, one of the best in the league. Harden outside. Fires from deep. Dwight Howard grabs the board.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Back to James. Looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
If you're the defense, what can you do? James is too strong, too focused on these finishes.
Now here's Westbrook. He tries for 3. Rebounded by Howard.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Oh, man. Awful display from him so far. But you know he's going to keep working to try to turn it around.
LeBron against Westbrook to the middle. Green. The rebound by Harden. Harden's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
His individual effort has been outstanding tonight, and it's helped him grab the lead.
Now here's LeBron. He's got 8. It's rebounded by Houston. Harden's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Westbrook, and Davis sends it back.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it. Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
Westbrook drives in. Kept alive. Covington finds Harden. Here's Westbrook. No luck, they battled on the glass, but couldn't knock it down.
Really tough night for him offensively. I mean, I wonder what the score would be if he wasn't so cold from the field.
Harden against Green. Clock at 6. Fires the 3. Los Angeles keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock.
What about the persistence of Howard? Refusing to give up on the glass. He gets rewarded for his hustle.
Outside Westbrook. Looking to get it going. And the layup is good. Westbrook's got 5 points so far.
Yeah, and he scuffled a bit out of the gates. 10 shot attempts, but that's just his 2nd make of the game.
James looking around. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron.
And Caldwell Pope can be a volume 3-point shooter, meaning when he gets a lot of attempts from there, he can fill it up from downtown.
And growing up, Chris, LeBron James always looked up to Michael Jordan, following in his footsteps. And like his idol, LeBron having success in the movies as well.
No one better to take that starring role. I mean, blockbusters, comedies. When his playing days are done, LeBron will continue to entertain.
And James throws it down.
Oh, come on. You can't allow James to get positioned down low. Once he does, he's looking to dunk it.
Here's Westbrook. 5 points in the game. From beyond the arc. Another miss by Westbrook.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
Outside, Green. The 3 ball. That shot misses.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Bounce the pass to Westbrook. We've got 22 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. That one misses. Good D by Howard. On the wing, Green. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. This one for 3. That shot off the mark. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. James Harden getting it done for the Houston Rockets. What an amazing quarter. There was absolutely no stopping it. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Second quarter, and Noche Latina specialized jerseys on display. Welcome back, everyone. And when you consider how the Rockets are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
Oh, had the defense spinning in circles. Hard to cover all that ground.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for Houston. They've led by as much as 10. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Dion Waiters is out there with LeBron James. Then it's Anthony Davis. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. And it's Howard in at the center. And finished off by LeBron.
And the way James dominates on the offensive end, making it look effortless tonight.
Harden kicks to McLemore. There's the pass to Clemens. Knocks down the three ball. And the Rockets lead by 2.
That's a nice play, getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
Yeah, he may just have to put a little more arc under that. But either way, it's a tough shot.
And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last. And a chance now to look at the schedule for Houston. On Sunday, they'll be playing against Damian Lillard and the Portland Trail Blazers. And then on Tuesday, they'll be matching up with Andre Drummond and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And for that matchup with the Kings, that's going to be one where it could take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
As we talk about perimeter scoring becoming more prevalent, the biggest shift coming from bigs shooting more threes.
Yeah, they are now counted upon to space the floor, and the better you can shoot, the better you can space the floor. And then more importantly, if you can knock down that three, you become a triple threat, because now you can shoot there, maybe you can dribble and get by, or because of your height, you see different passing lanes, and you can be a better passer, getting your teammates involved, and they like that spacing as well.
And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. LeBron outside, passes it to Waiters. Over Harden. Waiters no luck. Houston leading by 5. Harden outside. He watches it go through the hoop for his 8th make. Now 8 for 14.
The ability of Harden to shift gears, exceptional. He can turn on the Jets off the bounce.
And here's James outside. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put it in.
Now here's McLemore. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Pass to Tucker. 5 to shoot. Houston needs to get a shot. Harden gets the bucket.
A ferocious player on the offensive end. Harden is fantastic at staying aggressive, actively looking for a shot.
LeBron wishes to Howard. Pass to Waiters. That one no good. Harden with the defensive effort. Here's Clemens, and it's sent back by Howard.
You got to be aware of Howard at all times, especially on defense, where he makes his living block the shots.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, that's why he's hot. He's playing with a lot of confidence. That's why they're going to him with such consistency.
Timeout called, the Rockets. With a break in the action, let's go to the 2K leaderboard for a look at this season's stingiest defensive teams. the Lakers number 1.
And sometimes a team will get one guy who can block. Other times a guy finds ways to get others involved in blocking. It can be contagious. If he can do it, why not me? Then all of a sudden you look up and you're leading the league in block.
Now here's McLemore. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Good on the triple.
And they're not afraid to let it fly from deep. They're looking to extend their lead with the 3-ball here in the second quarter.
And waiters, here we go. And again, it's the Lakers.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off just sensational stuff.
Clemens, James covering. For 3, Covington. The offensive rebound. And sent back by Howard.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
And it's slammed in by Davis.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. The pass to McLemore. Clemens, covered by LeBron. Covington against Davis. Fader on the way, and Covington gets it to go on the assist by Harden.
He's terrific at finding an open man. I mean, good awareness from the floor, from the combo guard. Harden.
Back to Davis. Down it goes. That's 4 made from the field. He's 4 of 8.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Down low. There's Covington. No good on that one. Davis with some nice D. Lakers trail by 3. Kuzma outside. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Now here's McLemore. Guarded by Kuzma. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. All players look for an edge, Chris. For example, certain guys are just so deceptive with the ball in their hands. I mean, you're always looking for whatever can give you that advantage.
2 of the best. Players and people can complain as much as they want, but Harden getting to the line is genius because he knows how you're guarding him, and basically you gotta stay away from him to guard him because he's so skilled. And by the way, Curry does the same thing, and Curry, one of the smaller players in the league, but always finding a way to take the contact, take the bump, but to get the scoring up. And I think as a fan, for me, I know as a fan, for me, it's fun watching the cat and mouse game between the offensive player and the defender, seeing who can get the best of each other while involving the ref.
Well, they just control their bodies so well. They know exactly what they need to do to get that call.
And it's all on the spur of the moment. I mean, this is all on the fly. Such genius to watch play.
And McLemore drops them both.
The former Jayhawk McLemore, a gifted scorer who can really light it up in a hurry.
Waiters outside. Pass to James. And they double up James. Back to Waiters. Smith outside. James in the post. The rebound by Jeff Green. Rockets leading by 5. Here's McLemore. He has 5. Puts up a 3. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball.
So a moment now to see the story on James Harden. Since the All-Star break, he has been superb. He's putting up 29 points a game, 7 assists, and just over 2 steals. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Yeah, it gives you something you really can rely on going into every game. And you can also work off of him to look to create for others.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they might be pressing a little. I mean, forcing some things. This is a good opportunity to calm everyone down.
Chance here to see the numbers for Davis. He's been dominant over the last month. 5th in blocks, 10th in scoring, and he's an elite glass eater, a factor inside among the top 10 in rebounds per game.
And yeah, he's been a brutal shot blocker all season long. As you said, top 5 in the league. He's a dangerous force to face inside.
And after that great first quarter from three-point range, he has finally come back to earth.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Rockets. Here's Clemens. Off target from outside. Lakers trail by 5. Here's Kuzma. That 3 off the mark. Houston's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Harden gets the bucket.
This is what great size in the backcourt gives you, the ability to equally challenge the defense on all 3 levels. Harden's incredible.
Now, here is Smith. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Raiders surveying the D. The 10-footer. That's good. The Houston lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from Anthony Davis.
His field goal percentage is creeping up there now. I mean, it wasn't pretty in the first quarter.
Harden outside. Fires the 3. The shot, no good. And the Lakers take it the other way. Smith for 3. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And the 3 ball is Smith's go-to. We all know that. He's excellent at measuring up any shot beyond that arc.
Outside, Green. Six to shoot. Dishes it to Tucker. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Tucker's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Well, I love P.J. Tucker. He's a player that doesn't do a whole lot in the box score, but he passes the eye test. He plays defense, he's tough, he rebounds, and you know he'll hit that corner.
He has gotten into a great rhythm here in this quarter, playing with just bundles of confidence.
Now, here is Harden. 24 points for him. And he goes right over Kyle Kuzma and slams it down.
I mean, come on, man. Harden is ridiculously clever, including how he decides to posterize you. A superb athlete.
And Tucker, Chris, the type of player who will do all the small things for a team.
Yeah, he doesn't need to be anything more than he is with the stars on his team, and he knows that. Tucker's a great glue guy. He sets screens, guards anyone, rebounds, hits his shots.
Here is Harden, following the basket by Anthony Davis. Harden outside. Kicks to McLemore. Some nice passing there by Houston. Harden, no good. Lakers trail by 3. Pass to James. Floats it up for Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Oh, fantastic vision. I mean, Brown always cognizant of everyone around him.
Clemens, covered by LeBron. Harden outside. And that one is good.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Los Angeles has gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. James kicks to Waiters. Pass to Davis. Shoots over Tucker. It's good. And the Rocket lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Davis. The Rockets shooting at an even 50% from the floor here in the second quarter. Harden outside. The pass to Tucker. Clemens. James covering. Here's Clemens. And through the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last. So it's both teams making substitutions here. just 4 to shoot. The Rockets with another miss.
I mean, I think he better come up with some different ways to get his points tonight, because the three, not one of them. Ain't working.
Now here is Davis. 26 points for him last game against Houston. Back to James. Passes it to Davis. Trying to get open is Kuzma. And there's Davis. That's good on the assist by James. LeBron's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Westbrook with it. He's got 5, and they call an illegal screen here. Nobody has been better at clogging the passing lanes than this group. We're the tops in the league in steals since the All-Star break. 4th, James Harden.
Defensively, he's been a club. I mean, he has just been blanketing his opponents.
Guys, they've been getting it done.
They came out with a mission, and they have been tough to stop.
And that one's good, Caruso. 1:22 left to play here in the half. Inside. Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads cut down to a single point after the basket from Harden.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
Here's James. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And doing a really solid job getting that ball inside. Much more of a physical presence here in the second.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Damari Carroll comes in for Green, and it's Austin Rivers in for James Harden. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Morris is checked in. Free throw drops for James.
As well as he's carried himself over the years, I'm amazed by the negativity about LeBron James. I mean, all he's done is 8 straight trips to the finals. Sometimes being on top makes you retarded.
Westbrook can't get it to go.
He has shot them in the foot with his inability to make shots tonight.
Davis. Good, and the assist goes to James. LeBron's got 5 assists tonight.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Westbrook passes to House. And Tucker kicks to Westbrook. No good with the triple.
And just not able to find the target from 3-point range here in the second quarter, although he did knock down one in the first. Yeah, but I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. And here's Rivers. 11 points for him in that last game against the Lakers in Los Angeles. To end the run, that shot is off. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks a lot, Dwight. What are you seeing from your opponent tonight?
They're a tough team. You know, they play hard, they play together, they move the ball, and they know how to play within the offense, you know. And we've been doing a better job on the defensive end, and I think tonight we came out with the right mentality. We just got to keep it up.
Dwight, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He ended up with 22 points, 5 assists, and 7 rebounds. His great performance last game out seemed to carry right over into tonight. And taking a look at the Lakers, Shaq, what'd you think?
Ernie, the first half was all about Bron. Time after time, we see him taking over games. But to do it like this many years, it's unreal, Ernie.
And over to Kenny. What did you think about the Rockets?
Well, the differential in rebounding was huge. And it goes back to the fundamentals, blocking out and just maintaining position. Instead, they went to the lazy man's route, flying in the air, trying to steal rebounds. Well, that didn't work. No one is going to give you an easy rebound. They need to show some fight.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. A fantastic game from Harden in this one.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on them from deep here. You talk about dialed in.
Oh, man, what a tremendous first half. Okay, obviously he's feeling the flow, and he's looking to keep it going.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. P.J. Tucker is out there with Robert Covington, and it's House in at the small forward position. That's the 5 for Houston right now.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game. Doing the dirty work down low. Loving the energy right now here in the third quarter as they try to take control of this game.
They came out the locker room refreshed. I mean, they've been the stronger team since halftime, no doubt.
And for James Harden, he loves to be put on an island and go one-on-one against a defender.
Well, yeah, last season, Harden had as many ISOs called for him as some teams ran in. And that's all because of his coach. His coach calls the games that way. It's his bread and butter. There isn't much you can do to stop him with one defender.
First one falls for him.
And it's clear that the Beard is a special player, a clutch performer. He loves to play the game of basketball.
And both free throws good for James Harden.
Oh, you can get spoiled watching him at the line. I mean, you just expect him to make every one, every time.
Caldwell Pope finds McGee. Lakers passing it around. Here's Davis. And too long on the shot. Rockets trail by 8. Here's House. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Rockets have been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
The first one falls. And so House nails both of them. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Westbrook against LeBron. Outside, Green. Left side, Davis. Shoots over Covington. A shake. And that one's good by Davis. Davis has got 4 points in the quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
The Rockets again can't hit.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
LeBron against Westbrook. Here's Caldwell Pope. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on James Harden.
Well, you really like seeing Caldwell Pope earning these calls on the shot. I mean, it makes him that much more difficult to guard.
Lakers shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
Shoot 2.
free throw, no good. Good on the second free throw. So it's the Rockets now. Now Westbrook. He has 5. House dishes to Tucker. And so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here.
Looking now at the numbers for Russell Westbrook. He's been on a tear since the All-Star break, going really to another level, averaging 29 points per game, 8 rebounds, and 5 assists. And the phrase stats don't lie absolutely applies here. He's been a monster on the court for this team.
He's oozing with confidence. I mean, and it shows. Every time he steps on the floor, he expects to dominate.
Now here's Green. Harden missing his last shot. McGee up top. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Offensive rebound, and the slam dunk by McGee.
Specialty of McGee's. I mean, he's a high-activity guy who's opportunistic on the offensive glass.
Pass to House. Now here's Tucker. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. For 3, Westbrook. It's good from long range. Westbrook's got 8 points.
They needed that one. Maybe they'll get it going after 4 straight misses to start the game.
LeBron passes to McGee. LeBron is doubled. Caldwell Pope for the wide open look. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. Caldwell Pope's got the lead up to 11 now for Los Angeles. No one near Westbrook as he lets it go. And another 3 for Houston.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Talk about great competition going on. That's what makes a matchup like this so much fun to watch.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. He's got 8. McGee finds James. Just 5 to shoot. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. And here are the best transition teams in the NBA. We're looking at the real stats, the real scores from the real NBA. The Lakers second.
I think that's what really distinguishes them offensively. They really like to get out in transition.
Westbrook against James. Floats one up. Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Westbrook.
I like how confident Westbrook is close to the rim. Gets high off the ground and releases his shot quickly.
Now here's LeBron. 22 points for him. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. And the Lakers lead by 9.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. The Lakers with the rebound. McGee's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
He's been cold, and it's been hurting him. The D, was ready for him. He hasn't been able to solve it.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
For 3, Westbrook. Westbrook missing again. Lakers leading by 11. Caldwell Pope outside. Pass to LeBron. And here is Davis. He's covered by Westbrook. Davis with the bucket.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Timeout called, the Rockets. You have to like what we're seeing from Davis.
Now, he's been a force inside. If they don't commit more bodies down low, he's going to keep destroying them in the paint.
And McLemore, he's checked in for the Rockets. And the Lakers also making a change. Howard's checked in. Here's Harden. Banked in off the glass. Harden's got 34.
That's a perfect setup. Solid screen, defender can't avoid it. Opens up a clear path to the bucket.
James, the pass to Howard. Back to LeBron. And they double up LeBron. Outside, Green. Lets it go with the three. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Rockets trail by 14. Outside Westbrook. And the miss, not the best shot selection there.
His touch has been off tonight, and now his judgment is off too. I mean, come on. It's not a smart shot.
Kicks it out to LeBron. And they double up James. Over Westbrook. LeBron can't get it to go. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Houston Rockets. McLemore dishes to Harden. Now here's McLemore, guarded by Green. Covington trying to break free. Green deciding where to go with it. And they double up LeBron. Back to Green. Now the pass to James. Caldwell Pope on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Over McLemore. Shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. The Rockets shooting just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots.
As great as he is at creating for his teammates, Harden is even better at creating for himself. His dribble moves are insane.
Here's LeBron. James Harden picking up that last basket. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. The Lakers have shot 3 of 5 at the foul line.
Not really where you'd like to be as a team in terms of free throw shooting, just about 73%.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for the Lakers. Both shots good from the stripe.
Oh, he's such a good free throw shooter. I mean, it frees him up to be as aggressive as he wants in the post.
Westbrook feeling it out a bit. And it's LeBron James with the rebound. LeBron's got 9 rebounds now tonight. And it's Howard finishing it off.
You lob it Howard's way, he'll find ways to finish. That's how talented of a dunker he is.
Rockets trail by 16. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Harden kicks to McLemore. Off target from three-point range.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
And with the game he's having, there's no doubt he'll be the guy they lean on to protect the lead.
So here's Westbrook. Following the basket by Anthony Davis. Harden inside the three-point line. Another miss by Houston. Los Angeles leading by 18. The 3. They get the rebound. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
If there's a list of the best inside scorers in the NBA, Davis has got to be right at the top. When he gets his hands on the ball down low, you might as well just count it.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
And he is a cool customer at the line, guys. You've got to be when you're shooting 84% on the season.
Damari Carroll's checked in for James Harden. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Alex Caruso, he's checked in for LeBron.
And they didn't shoot it very well from the line in the first half, but they've gotten much better since halftime, and it's helped them to secure the lead.
Now, here's Westbrook. 13 points in the game. Passes it to McLemore. They need this, and that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. And it's 8 points for Ben McLemore.
That's the kind of player McLemore is. He is always thinking of shooting as soon as he gets the ball off the pass.
Here's Green. Count that one. Green's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put in the work.
Westbrook passes to Tucker. To the inside, Covington. Kuzma with the defensive effort.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
Now, here's Covington. 5 points in the game. Bounce pass from Carroll. It's Covington on the wing. Rebound the Lakers. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Here's Kuzma. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Even under pressure, Kuzma keeps his concentration, refusing to let the defense alter his shot in the paint.
And Westbrook, here we go. Kicks it out to Covington. Outside Westbrook. From deep, McLemore. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound. And Caruso's got the ball here for Los Angeles. Pass to Howard. Kuzma, left side. Shoots over Covington. Kuzma can't get it to go.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
That one wide left.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, he just hit a rough patch. He's trying to climb out of it, but he hasn't been successful.
Now here's Green. Pass to Davis. Over Westbrook, and Davis gets it to go. Davis has got 15 points in just the second half.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Got that one up quick. 15 points for Russell Westbrook.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Caruso kicks to Green. And the pass to Caruso. Outside, Green. And that one falls, coming off of Davis's feed. Green's got 13 points in just this quarter.
Now this is more like it. 9 points for him from three-point range this half. That's 9 more than he had in the first. And hustle like that is why he leads this team in rebounds tonight.
It's all heart. He does a great job of getting after it.
Now here's Green. He's got 13. Basket good.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here, trying to give the opposition no life at the end of the time. But the D didn't do a good enough job on him. He could be an ace when he gets a good look at 3.
Here's Caruso. He's covered by Westbrook. Green, the pass to Caruso. Back to Green. From outside the arc, Crane's the three-pointer. Green's got 18 points in the game.
He's really turned it around here in the second half. I mean, his offense has returned.
The Rockets shooting has been wayward so far. Only 37% from the floor. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And it's Westbrook missing. The Lakers shooting percentage, 59%. The offense is running smoothly. Caruso. Carroll with the rebound. Here's McLemore. He's got 8. He kicks it to Carroll. Trying to break that ice-cold streak.
Oh, you hate to let those easy chances slip through your fingers.
And so it's Los Angeles, rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up a quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. Right back after this break. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, it's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play right there.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So for the Lakers right now, Morris is out there with Smith. Then there's Dion Waiters, and there's JaVale McGee. And it's Caruso in at the point. And it's Smith missing. And here are the Rockets now. Here's Clemens. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot.
The assist is the key to that sequence. I mean, a great look to set him up.
Morris outside. Passes to Smith for 3. They get it again. McGee's shot is off. Pass to Rivers. There's the 3. Sinks the triple.
Oh, it's big when Rivers connects from outside. Really helps space the entire floor for a squad.
Los Angeles leading by 22. Smith outside. Pass to Caruso. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, these days, so much emphasis on the perimeter game. But you can see why after that sequence.
Here's Clemens. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. See, Webb, the NBA always trying to improve every aspect of the game, and that includes officiating.
Yeah, and it should include officiating, one of the most important parts of the game and one of the toughest jobs within the business of basketball. I mean, these guys are making calls on the fly without the advantage of the camera at home that we have watching through the screen, or without the advantage of slow motion technology. So first of all, kudos to the refs that go out and give it their best every day. We have the best refs in any of sports, I believe, and we still need to improve on that. The league recognizes that, and I love the fact that everybody's doing it together.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
And the Rockets making a change here. House is checked in. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Now here's Waiters. And there's the pass to Caruso. From the low block, in deep, McGee drops it in.
This is where McGee's coaches and teammates want him to shoot from. They know he can do damage in there with his hops.
Rivers finds Green. Here's Clemens. No good from outside. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. And the NBA seeming to be at the crossroads of sports and fashion and crisp music. Do you think it's always been this interwoven?
Oh, Kevin, please. You see the outfits they're wearing now? Now I got to be like the old
do.
fuddy-duddy, the old guy. Oh, my goodness. Guys are basically coming into the game like, did you turn on the lights before you got dressed in your closet? I mean, I know it's fashion. I'm not speaking about any one guy, but wow. I'm telling you, they've taken fashion to another level. And even though I joke about it, it's always fun anticipating what type of outfit I'm going to see guys walk in. Especially, I mean, come on. I love their games, and then I look and I say, wow. They have to be confident on the court because they wore that to the game today. They're confident in life all around.
Overall, right.
Yeah.
Now Morris following the three-point attempt by Austin Rivers. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Look at Morris break down the defense on this play. If they leave one of his guys open, he's going to get it to him fast.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
misses. Houston's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Here is House. He's guarded by Waiters. Outside, Green. Passes it to Clemens. Pulls up on the wing. And it's off the back rim. No good. The Lakers have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Pass to McGee. He dishes it to Waiters. Stolen by Rivers.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Basket counts. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Caruso kicks to Smith. Here's Caruso. Now here's Waiters. McGee, the pass to Smith. Shot clock at 5. The 3. Nailed from three-point land.
Oh, Smith loves these long trays. I mean, he's a tough shot maker.
Pass to House. It's Carroll on the wing. Covered by Morris. Rivers can't get it to go. Here's Los Angeles now. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Smith, the pass to Caruso. Here is McGee. Waiters outside. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. And McGee kicks to Waiters. Misses the 3. The Rockets have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Rivers can't get it to go. For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. The pass to McGee. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. Chris, the other day, Adam Silver has been talking about how the All-Star game, that system, is not working. He's been proactive in considering alternatives. What do you think?
Well, I love what he's done already. Let's think about the All-Star game in 2019. Letting guys pick their players like old school on the park. I mean, that adds a little bit of ego, and that's what you want because we want competition. We want guys that like each other, don't like each other, that are playing against each other, that we're in the finals against. We want all that competition, all that mental game that goes into it. And so I love the fact that he's outspoken, that he's definitely ahead of the problem. But I think he did a great job by letting players pick their teammates because that already causes a little in-team drama that we'll see play out on the floor with how hard guys are playing.
And Mbah a Moute is checked in for the Rockets. Raiders against Carroll. From deep, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. Pass to Mbah a Moute. Pass to Clemens. Five on the clock. Back to Mbah a Moute. Pass to Rivers. Over Waiters. The Rockets with another miss. LA's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for Damari Carroll. And then for the Lakers, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for Dion Waiters. And Quinn Cook subbed in for Alex Caruso. That's good from J.R. Smith. And Chris, underclassmen entering the draft, they can now hire agents, get help attending workouts, and still retain their eligibility. Do you like that move?
I love the move, Kevin. You know what it does? It helps Lester fall by the wayside. So you come out of college, you don't know how good you are. You don't, it's based off ego, how hard you work, family and friends telling you, go, get the money, but what's your testing ground? You don't know. You don't have a full context. So I love the fact that it lets you go out there and see, and if you have any trepidation, go back to school. You got another year. So, yes, I love this move.
Excellent. See, we have excellent. Cook, good. Houston's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Let's go. Jump shot is good that time.
Well, they'll take that. But they got to find a better shot than that on their next trip.
Caldwell Pope against Rivers. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. I mean, but his offense has not been there for him tonight.
Offensive rebound. Here's Green. Good work defensively by Morris. Lakers have gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the fourth. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
Well, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
The pass to Clemens. Chris, I read this the other day, the NBA announcing the development of the BAL, the Basketball African League. They feel there's a lot of untapped potential there. I would tend to agree.
I'm so excited. I already put my name in the hat to go out there and work with and help develop these kids. Oh, yeah, I'm excited. I mean, just think about this. You want to know what type of talent is out there? Let's just start with Akeem. Then we go to Mutombo, Embiid. He's from Cameroon. How about Antetokounmpo, who has Nigerian parents? I mean, we can keep on going. How about Ibaka helped by Siakam? Oh, my goodness.
Yes.
There's some talent out there, baby. And, yes, I'm excited for the BAL, the Basketball African League. Africa, stand up, baby.
Lets the 3 fly. Rebounded by McGee. McGee's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. No one near Smith as he lets it go. And the Lakers with another miss. Rocket shooting in the fourth quarter has looked shabby. 38%. Here is Mbamute. A rebound by the Lakers. McGee's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Floats one. The shot, no good. And it's Houston the other way. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Right wing. Here's Clemens. Good on the 3-point shot.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
Here is Cook. And again, unable to change momentum here. To the paint, here's Rivers, and it's blocked.
And Caldwell Pope just has unreal timing on defense. If you put up something soft, he's going to send it back.
Here is Cook. Passes it to Morris. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Floor spacing, Chris, now so big in the NBA. And big men have the room to put up some unbelievable numbers.
Oh, man, look at Lopez out there in Bucks land. I mean, look what he's doing in Milwaukee, just shooting threes from deep. To say we got to go to Embiid or Zingis, and we already seen what the great Dirk Nowitzki has done through his career spacing the floor. Look, it adds time onto your career because you don't have to just go down there and bang and be one-dimensional in the paint. It makes your teammates better because now you're spacing the floor, which gives them room to drive. And if you're really working on your game, you can really make your teammates better because now you have more passing lanes because you're further away from the basket. So as any post player knows, it's a blessing to be surrounded by great shooters. And now big men, they got a little more room out there.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Cook. The Rockets making a switch here. Caboclo's checked in. The Lakers also making some changes. Dudley comes in for Morris, and it's Alex Caruso in for Kentavious Caldwell Pope. And so Cook nails both of them. And here's Houston. .151 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Rivers. On the three off target.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
Here is Cook. Pass to Caruso. Six on the shot clock. Smith for three. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
Oh, man, as good of a shooter as he is, it drives him crazy to miss a wide-open three like that.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Lakers.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
In what's been a good season already, tonight's win will take their record to 50 wins, a big milestone here tonight.
And they will walk out of here feeling really good about themselves today, guys. A big win over a conference foe they'd split their previous two games with.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Davis.
You can set a tone with defense, and that's exactly what he did with how he protected the rim. Clearly a foul.
Shooting two.
First free throw is good. McLemore's checked in for the Rockets. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game. Oh, that was something else.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, how they ended this one is much different than how they started it, and that's a shame.
Now here's Dudley to the inside. Smith the pass to Dudley. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here is Cook. Knocks it loose. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Anthony, tell us the focus for the team coming into the game tonight.
Well, before we started the game, Coach came in and told us that we knew what we had to do. We were trying to stop a lot of their actions, and, our biggest focus for the game was guard the ball. That's what we did coming out of that timeout and never looked back.
And it led to a win. Thank you for your time, Anthony. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge. Conference rivals in this one, Clark. Does that matter as much as people think, or is it just another game?
I still think it matters to the players. I mean, they're a little less emotional now, rivalries. They're not as heated, a little more practical. I think it's mostly about making the playoffs and where you're seated.
And now the Lakers starting group. LeBron and Green make up the backcourt. Anthony Davis is out there with Caldwell Pope, and it's McGee in at center. Here's Davis, and Covington sends it back. Shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. Inside, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
That's platinum level dime dropping right there by Harden. Such a smart passer. Gets us to his teammates on time and on target.
Now here's LeBron, Caldwell Pope. And it's McGee slamming it down.
I think McGee's been working on that one. I mean, you don't just come up with that off the top of your head, boy. You got to think that one through.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. Hits the three-point bomb.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Now here is McGee. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Clock at 6. Caldwell Pope for 3. Hits it from three-point range.
Very effective at spacing the floor. Kentavious Caldwell Pope has gone from an average outside shooter to a dangerous one.
Westbrook passes to House. Here's Harden. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Well, I tell you what, you just cannot help but be in awe of the offensive dominance James Harden has had over the last few years. I mean, he's done so much for this team and done it with both his scoring and playmaking.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. And when you look at usage rates, Harden is the offense for this team.
Yeah, you look at Harden's numbers over the last few years, and it has been absolutely ridiculous what he's done. I mean, there's no player who's had a better 3-year stretch in the history of the league. 30-plus points per game seasons the last few years, the near triple-double the year before. I mean, he's a marked man for every opponent, and he's still been able to put up these kinds of numbers. Absolutely amazing.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
LeBron, that's a 2-pointer. Rockets with the rebound. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers. And he gets the bucket.
I don't know too many guys who have the skill and attacking mentality that Harden does. I mean, he's only got one thing on his mind, and that's scoring the basketball.
Now here's LeBron. 29 points for him last game against Houston.
And he also controlled the backboard as well. I mean, he really did a terrific job.
On the wing, James. Defended by Covington. Here's Davis. Westbrook with the block. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. House has got the ball. Pass to Westbrook. Here is House. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. From deep, Harden. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
And this is how you want to start the ball game. 4 for 4 from the field. Seems like they're right on point and can't miss.
Green finds McGee. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Can they get it? And James with the layup.
Man, you got to respect and appreciate how polished LeBron is inside. I mean, he really excels at creating opportunities for himself close to the rim.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, earlier I spoke with Mike D'Antoni. The teams have traded wins so far in the season series, taking one apiece. I asked Coach what worked for them in their win, and he said, we were giving LeBron too much respect in that game. We didn't challenge him enough or force the ball out of his hands. We can't let that happen tonight. So I guess we'll see what happens when the ball is out of LeBron's hands tonight. Guys?
Thank you, David. And LeBron James, Clark, climbing the all-time scoring list. Last season passing Michael Jordan. This season, Kobe Bryant. Clark, any chance LeBron someday passes another Laker great, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, for the most career points in NBA history?
I think it's simply a matter of his health, because if he stays healthy, then it's not if, but when. By the time his contract runs out, guys, in 2022, he'll be right in that neighborhood of my all-time favorite player, and I think the greatest player to play, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Free throw good, James. And with the playoffs ahead, some have argued for a play-in tournament, Clark, to determine the 6 through 10 seeds. What do you think of that?
An interesting concept that, in theory, it certainly might allow for more teams to be engaged down the stretch. You know, with Adam Silver, he's very much interested in seeing how to make the game better in every way. So there are no sacred cows. Just because it's been done one way before doesn't mean that... Tell you what, just add that one to the highlight reel, James. Is truly one of the greatest slam dunkers of all time.
The pass to House. Out to the right wing. And here's Tucker. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Come on. And so James will bring it up for the Lakers. Trailing by 4. Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. Pass to LeBron. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots. Rockets have gotten 6 or 7 shots to fall in the first quarter. They're off and running. Covington trying to break free. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Harden's shot is good. Harden's got 9.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Green kicks to James. That one, no good. And it's Houston the other way. And it's Houston on the break. And Harden with the stuff.
Boy, that was a masterful read from the talented Harden. I mean, he's at his best when he's attacking in the open court. Nobody better.
Passes it to Green. Here is McGee, guarded by Harden. Davis dishes to James. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Davis. Los Angeles with another miss.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
LeBron against Westbrook. And the dunk by LeBron.
You've got to keep this guy away from the basket. I mean, that's about as easy as it gets for LeBron.
Westbrook with it. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against the Lakers.
And we got to talk about his 4 steals on the night. That's a complete performance at both ends of the floor.
And what was that about? Not a good shot right there. Green, no luck. Rockets leading by 4. Harden gets the bucket.
Well, that jump shot's a thing of beauty coming from Harden. I think some of it is the fact that his mechanics are good, but left-handed shooters sometimes just look sweeter than right-handed shooters. Amazing how many ways he has to score.
Fade away. It's rebounded by Houston. The Lakers beat them last time when these two teams met in Los Angeles. Pass to Westbrook. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And it's an 8-point Houston lead.
I like how confident Westbrook is close to the rim. Gets high off the ground and releases his shot quickly.
So timeout called here. The first for Los Angeles. And with all the accolades that James Harden has accumulated in his career, Clark, the one thing missing is a championship ring.
And, you know, there's no guarantees for however great you are individually that you'll win a championship. We've got a lot of great players that weren't able to get that done. But, you know, when you think about it, that's one thing that's keeping him from being in the all-time great shooting guard conversation in the eyes of some. Team success is critically important. Championships add to your resume, but I think at the end of the day, when you maximize your individual contributions, that should be worth something in terms of your recognition and accolades.
Some changes for the Lakers. Howard's checked in for JaVale McGee. And Kyle Kuzma's subbed in for Caldwell Pope. So it's the Lakers now. 8-point game. Green, the pass to James. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Now the pass to House. Here's Covington. Harden outside. 6 to shoot. Outside Westbrook. From deep three-point range. The shot by House is no good. Kuzma outside. Pass to LeBron. They kick it out to Green. And it's off from three-point range. Rockets leading by 6. Outside Westbrook. Covington trying to break free. Off with the layup.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
And it's Howard finishing it off.
Great reach that time by Howard. He went way upstairs to throw that one down. Can pretty much get any pass that's around the goal.
Harden outside. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got 3 assists in the game. Looking at Los Angeles, they want to turn it around after the loss to Houston. Here's LeBron. Offensive rebound. And it's Davis missing.
He is 0 for his last however many this quarter, guys. Might need to get him out and let him settle down a bit here.
Here's Westbrook. He can't get that one, so the Lakers will take it the other way. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played. Green kicks to James. Passes it to Howard. Trying to get open is Davis. Howard misses.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution. You know, throughout this quarter, guys, they've had no answer for him defensively. And he's been absolutely relentless.
Pass to Davis. The shot off that time. Good D by Covington. Here is House. Covered by LeBron. Kuzma against Harden. Back to Westbrook. Just 5 to shoot. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Like the sun rising every day, you can count on LeBron to have his head up scanning the floor and finding the open man.
Westbrook surveying the...
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
Boy, and I used to love going up and jamming it down like that, guys.
Westbrook against James. Westbrook with the steal. In the corner, Harden. But he recovers it. Second chance shot. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. The shot and game clock separated by 4. And there's the foul. Will go on P.J. Tucker. That is his first foul of the game. On defense, Houston, they have a 9-point lead. Kuzma kicks to LeBron. Over Westbrook. And James gets it to go on the assist by Kuzma. 15 points for LeBron.
So special and exciting to watch greatness. LeBron James tonight playing at the highest level.
From deep, Harden. That shot off. And that does it for the first quarter. Rockets lead by 7. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. It's Noche Latina, celebrating the NBA's connection to the Latin American community. And when you consider how the Rockets are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, they use the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, for them, guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
And the Rockets with possession here. And now brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Taking a look at the Rockets. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. P.J. Tucker is out there with Robert Covington. And it's McLemore at the small forward. Here's Davis, and finished off by Davis.
How about the leaping ability of Davis? Easily gets off the ground to throw it down. And he's a quick jumper and decision maker.
Westbrook drives in. A shot missing. Lakers trail by 5. James, the bounce pass. Kuzma outside. Floats it up for James. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Superb timing by LeBron on that alley-oop.
Rockets leading by 3. Outside Westbrook. And Westbrook throws it down hard.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does. He really does put pressure on him.
And guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
A shot by LeBron, no good. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. From the arc. Kuzma pulls it in.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
Good D by Covington.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
On the wing, Davis, uncovered, and he connects with the jumper. Davis has got his second basket of the night.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Here's Harden. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That's on Dwight Howard.
We talk about Harden's skill set, which is superb, but there's no quitting this guy. He's got a great competitive spirit. And even when you bang him and bump into him, he just muscles through that and says, play on.
Smith checked in for the Lakers.
One shot.
Free throw good. James Harden. We were asked this the other day, you and I, if you could choose one guard in the league to shoot a clutch 3-point shot for you, Clark, who would be your guy?
Ironically, they're both on the same team, Kevin. I would start with Steph Curry. I think he clearly is the guy you want shooting it. And then after that, I would go with Klay Thompson. There are a number of other guys, but Steph is a pretty good gap in front of most. And then I think Klay is just a notch or two below Steph.
I agree. Great backcourt. Lillard up in Portland, another one. I mean, there's so many great ones in the NBA, but
yeah, Lillard would certainly be on a three-man list for sure.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
And he knocks down the first one.
Still playing at an MVP level. LeBron James, the greatest player of his generation, and some would argue of all time. We can't take for granted what we've been able to witness.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And now in his mid-30s, LeBron showing no sign of slowing down.
His dedication to training and really maintaining his body, second to none. Alongside his prodigious athleticism, it seems that's made a huge difference. And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
And the dunk by James.
You cannot give James these types of opportunities. That guy is relentless.
There's the pass to McLemore. Now here's Harden. Clemens, guarded by Kuzma. Kuzma pulls it in. Lakers trail by 4. The dish to Waiters. The rebound by Harden. The Rockets have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Kicks it to McLemore. Feeds it to Covington. To the middle. Here's Clemens. LeBron with the block.
This is what makes LeBron so special. He does it at both ends. Great tenacity on defense.
Houston leading by 4. Clemens, covered by LeBron, got a piece of it, and it goes out of bounds. That one's off Kuzma. Now that we have a chance, let's take a look at the NBA's scoring leaders since the All-Star break. LeBron James second. 4th, James Harden.
And check that out. These two guys have settled into a tremendous rhythm here, scoring the basketball since the break.
Here is Harden. He's coming off a 37-point game against the Lakers in Los Angeles.
Boy, he was piling up those assists in that one. I mean, every pass seemed to be on time and on target.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Loads it up for Davis. Rebounded by Covington. Covington's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. The deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
And here's what the schedule for the Lakers looks like. On Sunday, they'll be matching up with Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets. Then on Monday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Utah Jazz.
And looking at that Jazz matchup, even though they should get the win, I would expect it to be a bit of a battle. Just because they are favored doesn't mean it's an automatic W.
Kuzma finds Davis. Shot clock at 6. James left side. 11 feet out and he hits it. LeBron's got 8 points in the quarter.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
Down low. Harden gets the bucket. And the Rockets lead by 6.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Waiters against Harden. Waiters into the lane. He dishes it to James. To the middle. Here's Kuzma. Tries again. It's rebounded by Houston. Covington's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Rockets.
With the aggression they're showing early on, I mean, they're driving it to the hoop with authority and force.
And also, they've gotten the three-pointer to fall tonight as well. That's equally as important.
And the Rockets making a change here. Green's checked in. Mark, I want to take you back a bit here to 1982. What was going through your mind over your first few NBA games?
Well, Kevin, first of all, I was really excited and thankful to have a chance to realize a dream, but I was also a little bit nervous going up against some of the guys that I had watched and idolized from afar. But once you're between those lines, it's not about idolizing guys. It's about trying to posterize them.
Any player in particular, one player that you looked out on the floor and you were out there as well saying, oh my goodness, look who I'm playing against tonight?
Well, when we first saw the Celtics and the Sixers, Larry Bird and those great teams in the 80s, Cedric Maxwell and Kevin McHale, and then the Sixers, my rookie year, won it all. And they had Moses Malone, Dr. J, Bobby Jones, some of the greats in the game. So those two teams, Dr. J and Larry Bird, are really.
Yes, that goes in. And now it's 27 points for LeBron.
You know, he's got to be exasperated right now, fellas. I mean, playing excellent ball, but they're still losing.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
Yeah, and I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
And a moment to see numbers for Harden. First in scoring, 6th in steals, and such a great distributor and decision maker, among the top 10 in assists per game.
And his scoring abilities are just so far out of sight. #1 overall right now. No one's been able to slow him down or even come close. From 13, it's hauled in by Los Angeles. Kuzma's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
Pass to McLemore. Clemens, covered by LeBron. There's the lob to Harden. No good.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And, Greg, we've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Passes to McLemore. Harden draws the double. Clemens, covered by Smith. Tucker the pass to Clemens. Beyond the arc. Kuzma pulls it in. Kuzma's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. It's through for a second basket. He's now 2 for 6.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Timeout called, the Rockets. A go-to scorer's mentality for Kyle Kuzma, Clark. He's got a wide array of shots at his disposal.
Well, I don't know if there's a more versatile scorer as a young player in the league than Kuzma. He's got the turnaround jumper, the sky hook, step backs, drives it aggressively. Boy, he has got a lot in that book bag of his.
switch. House is checked in, and Los Angeles making a change here as well. Caruso's checked in. Harden left side. And here we go. Fast break. Kuzma's got it. He scores the basket. That's field goal number 3 for him.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Rockets trail by 3. Pass to House. Harden outside. Here's Clemens. Another miss by Houston.
And with him missing literally everything he's put up today, you can see why the score is what it is.
And that one's good, Caruso.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Clemens. And so Houston again turning it over. And a chance to now check out the scoring distribution between the front court and the back court players tonight for the Rockets.
And it's been guard play, which really has shouldered the burden offensively here. They'd like a bit more production from the front court, but in the meantime, this backcourt has kept them in the game.
The drive by LeBron. The shot will not fall. And it's Houston the other way. Here's Harden, and the jam by Harden.
Ferociousness from Harden, looking like he wants to tear the rim off.
Los Angeles leading by 3. Here's Smith. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. To the paint. Here's Kuzma. And Kuzma slams it in.
Ooh, the one-hand tomahawk, guys. Somebody's going to get their feelings hurt.
Yeah, they got the entire bench up right there as they saw that and out of their chairs.
Kevin, that's how you get your teammates fired up.
Harden outside. He kicks it to House. Clock at 4. On deep. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Kuzma passes to Davis. Over Harden. Davis with the bucket. Davis has got the lead up to 7 now for the Lakers.
And, you know, got to admire the patience inside from Davis. Outstanding at staying under control, taking his time, and burying the quality shot.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That is his first foul of the game. Russell Westbrook's checked in for Houston. Dwight Howard. He's checked in for the Lakers. .151 left to play here in the second quarter. Westbrook with the bucket.
He's picking up right where he left off in the first quarter.
Caruso, the pass to Howard. Dishes to James. Tipped away. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. Let's quickly take a look at the standings out west. The season nearly complete. You take a look at Los Angeles. What a run they've had this year. In first place and charging seemingly at will toward the postseason. These guys have been outstanding. And checking out Houston, they're sitting in 5th place.
You know, for Los Angeles, they must have reached every goal they set for themselves this season. For them to be this high in the standings, this late in the season, what an accomplishment.
And I know it took a long time for people around the league to trust their success, but I don't think there's anybody left out there who doesn't think they're for real at this point.
And here's a look at some stats for Westbrook. Since the break, he's been simply stellar. He's right around 29 points a night, 8 rebounds, and 5 assists. And his rebounding is what's most impressive. He's shown tremendous determination on the backboards.
And it's a big asset for this team. I mean, he blocks out on the defensive glass, and then he keeps balls alive at the offensive end.
Free throw good, James.
Amongst the many things that I appreciate most about LeBron James, and there are a lot, his leadership. I mean, everybody else just kind of naturally falls into place behind him because he's such a good example and a positive leader.
Rivers, he's checked in for James Harden. Green, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And both free throws good for LeBron.
And he's been much more aggressive here in the second quarter. He's getting to the line a lot more than he did in the first.
58 seconds left to play in the first half. Now Rivers. 11 points for him in that last game against the Lakers. Yep, that one goes. Tucker's got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, you got to do a lot more than that against Tucker, fellas. He's too big, too strong at times for the defense.
And the pass to Caruso. Back to LeBron. Good. LeBron's got 31 points.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Rockets trail by 4. Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook. The Lakers with the rebound. Davis has got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Caruso. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Shot clock at 5. No good with the layup. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Los Angeles. And his big game just keeps getting bigger. That quarter sees him get over 30 points. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks a lot. LeBron, are you getting the ball where you want to get it, and is that helping you score?
I'm very pleased with my individual performance right now, but not so pleased with how I'm trying to help our teammates. I got to do a better job of trying to get our teammates in the flow, as well as keep myself in a good group too. So hopefully I can do a better job of that in the second half.
We'll see how it goes. Thanks, LeBron. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He ended up with 31 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 block. He's in a crazy zone right now and seems to be even hotter than he was in their last game. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
Well, they've been pounding it in the paint. Not just taking the first three-pointer when it came across. That keeps the defense on its toes.
Shaq, how'd you think the Rockets were playing?
Ernie, they're taking way too many threes. The offense has no rhythm. They need to go back to the drawing board. Maybe try to get a little bit more transition, more off the pick and roll. Anything other than shooting that 3. It's not going.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been a clinic out there by James.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Taking a look at Los Angeles. LeBron and Green make up the backcourt. Caldwell Pope out there with Davis. And it's McGee in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Man, you got to admire how easily Westbrook takes over games. I mean, an offensive juggernaut who is tenacious when it comes to scoring.
It's LeBron with the drive. Great D that time from Westbrook. And so Westbrook will bring it up for the Rockets. For the lead. And he sinks the layup. Westbrook's got 5 points now this quarter.
they didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
And the level of detail that Robert Covington approaches defense with is just phenomenal. He is always prepared for his matchup.
Yeah, and that's why he's an outstanding defender, Kevin, because he's got the physical attributes. He's got excellent speed and quickness for a guy of his size, good length and strength, outstanding hands. But he does a nice job of studying his opponent and what he needs to do to be effective defensively. I think he's one of the better defenders in the game and on the wing.
Clark, last couple years, the three-point shot has been absolutely huge, a gigantic weapon for a lot of teams. You live by it, you die by it. Some teams can accept, though, the ramifications of a bad shooting night.
Yeah, I think it's too big a premium not to really overweight the three-point shot. A 50% premium on that particular field goal when it goes down. But I do like to see balance. Attacking the rim, spacing the floor. I love to see guys and teams shoot the mid-range shot as well. But the three-point shot and the way teams use it and shoot it is here to stay for sure.
The first free throw is good. That one misses.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
And Harden gets it to go in on the assist by House. And that's 31 points for James Harden.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Here's James, and finished off by LeBron.
Hard to play better defense than that, guys. I mean, but right there, James simply overpowered it.
Rockets have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the hand. Here's Westbrook. Rebound the Lakers.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense. Just 1 for